trade recap, and today was a loss. So, what happened here? Something I learned hard way now is that the true session, there was under speculation before, but since the daylight time shift has not yet happened in London, but only in New York, the London session actually starts at 4 AM, because that is when the volatility actually starts to come into the market. And we can see that before that we just had a consolidation here, and my entry was just at the open when the manipulation move usually happens. But here, let's not blame it on that. Now let me go over the trade, because it was looking very good, but it did not play out. We can see that we have then been just consolidating, sweeping lows, sweeping highs, just an overall seek and destroy. So here on the daily time frame, we can also see that we are indeed in this third candle creation of a daily fair value gap. That is not very nice to begin with, but I did at least expect us to take out this previous day low, to then potentially trade a little bit up, to then the next day trade into this daily fair value gap. Here on the 4 hour, we can see that we had this 4 hour fair value gap, so this high should likely be protected. And we could also see signs that we potentially wanted to continue low here, since we prevented this bullish 4 hour fair value gap from being created, and we also swept this previous 4 hour candle high. And on the 1 hour, we had also just at that moment in time swept this 1 hour swing high. After this 1 hour fair value gap had already been mitigated, so if we go into the lower time frame, the 5 minutes, we can see that we came into this 1 hour fair value gap, pushed up, swept the 1 hour context target right here, to then again come back into the 1 hour fair value gap and close the candle right at that moment in time. Then we also had these relatively equal lows. So I entered right at this point, I got filled there. I entered at this point when we came back up into this now mitigation block, and yeah, that was the entry to then target previous day low, stop loss above this candle high, because the overlapping defense would already be this order block here. So I figured that perhaps we should not come above here if we want to trade lower, which we did do, but then we also took the high. So the stop loss placement was good in my opinion. Doesn't matter if I would have placed it up here, because I would have got stopped out either way. So that was the trade. Kind of impulsive as well. I recognized myself, because I was kind of multitasking, didn't really pay full attention to the charts, which is not very nice when you're trading. You want to be fully focused. Not really much to say about it, except that we did come up and we swept that high again, and we then came down, took these first lows. Now we're having a retracement. Here I am actually looking for lower prices to take out at least these lows, because we have this 15-minute fair value gap that we can trade into, which we did here, but we also respected these lows and this 1 hour order block. So I was expecting a deeper retracement, which we are currently having, then sweep this candle, but we've been closed above it, so we're not sweeping that, and then to sweep this candle, which we have equal highs on this broker, but with spread this high would still be swept. And now if we can get nice 5-minute fair value gaps lower, confirming this ID, could be nice, but still we have to recognize these conditions, so the likelihood of me placing this trade is extremely low. But that was the trade recap on this loss I took